How do you say we meet together? Wayaparrangu.
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 We all meet together.
Got to come to this with an open mind and an open heart. And again, I've referred to truth-telling. Understanding how we got here.
Yeah.
That is so central to how we move forward.
I think in walking together, we really need to show that compassion for each other. Leaders carry a great responsibility and, you've got to have broad shoulders for that, but be unwavering in which direction you're going and able to make sure that you're able to put aside your own needs to follow and to walk the best path of achieving the needs for all. It takes compromise and it really does go further when you can be generous. And creating that space to be where we say wukjara, where we have that exchange with one another.
We won't necessarily know every step along the way or how we're going to navigate every obstacle. We've got a clear purpose and objective. And when I look at the people that are working on both sides of the fence in terms of our different organisations, there's a lot of goodwill. I don't think our problems are that we don't have a strong alignment of leadership. Definitely we can do better at keeping that focus on the destination and keeping the pace up. We don't want to stall. We don't want to get stuck on this journey walking together. That's the other part about walking together is we need to get there.
And now we are creating the spoken word to the written word in our policies and strategies, and they're visionary. And I sort of think that's beautiful, and people hopefully can comprehend and understand it, believe in it, and partner with it. But always, John, I'm conscious of the commercial economic need that sits around what we do.
And then what are the opportunities to work together, to partner, to take the relationship forward? Because ultimately, we both have the same goal. We want to serve our communities. So I think it's rethinking or learning more about what JARA do and how we can add value to those existing partnerships or those practices and start to be seen as a leader and not as an add-on.
Yeah, and I think that the next wave of this is how do we make sure that those people coming behind us understand the spirit that we've got and the collaboration and the importance that we place on being together and being connected, because we are quite unique in that our vision and our reason for being is to make our communities better. None of us, there's not a profit-making intention in either of our organisations. It's all about redistributing revenue, redistributing wealth and trying to make the community a better place. And I think that's a really strong starting point.
I think it's a way of just people actually coming together and actually understanding what tools we use around fire and how it's put into the landscape.
There is a momentum there. There is a willingness there to want to walk together in this space. And I'm, as I said, it's not easy, but it's going to be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
And I think in a short time, collectively, we can make a big difference. And from my point of view, from a leadership point of view, I'm going to utilise my position as Chief Fire Officer to try and encourage people to stay on that journey and to do the hard things that we need to do.
Working particularly with you, it's so much fun, and we get to have a laugh and we get to have those difficult conversations and we get to address things from our unique perspectives.
I think at the end of the day, we all have, the same aspirations, and that's for the health of country, the health of animals, water birds, the plants, the frogs that are behind us, and making sure, there's something left for the future generations. I think in our lifetime particularly, we've seen the health of those degrade and only get worse and worse. And I think the more we begin to work together and bring these two sorts of worlds and knowledge systems together, the more of a chance we have at actually doing something about it and walking the talk.
I think the opportunities for the Aboriginal business sector to grow right now is enormous with the support that state and Commonwealth have put together in terms of social policy and participation, whether it's infrastructure, road, rail. We're merging into the energy sector.
And there really is an opportunity in co-design in those kind of things. You know, government bringing its expertise, networks to an opportunity to support the economic aspirations of traditional owners.
Positivity is a really important thing because I'm always looking for solutions. I think I have a responsibility if you're a strong hunter or gatherer, providing for your family, sustenance and that. So I try and borrow some of that cultural element. I think we're at a defining moment and we're fortunate, I feel fortunate in history that the inherent responsibility I've got at country and understanding the legacy of my ancestors, that there's no turning back from this point in our relationships. I feel safer than ever. Our contribution culturally stimulates economy. It allows expansion, particularly I think in climate change discussions, different ways of doing stuff that you'd be silly not to allow us to lead because it is of a commercial economic advantage.
I think there's so many benefits from all the work that Jara does that flow through the community.
It comes down to people in leadership roles challenging the system or pushing the bar, being out of their comfort zone and going, we need to take another step in this direction.
Yep.